Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. MPP flag bearer aspirant and former Sin Central Member of Parliament, Kennedy Agyapong, has called for an end to what he described as unnecessary politicization of critical national matters following the recent military helicopter crash. In an interview he shared, he lamented the tendency of political actors, particularly from opposition parties, to exploit national debate for partisan gain, warning that such conduct weakens Ghana's collective progress. He specifically cited the long-standing controversy over the proposed controversy under the Akufo-Addo's administration. So Kennedy Agyapong is saying that we are over politicizing issues in the country. And I wouldn't say he's wrong. He's perfectly right. 100% right. We politicize every issue. Things that we believed to be something to help us. Because my party is not in power, I'm going to rubbish whatever the current administration is in power brings on board. I'm going to rubbish it. And you know what it does to us? At the end, it delays our progress as a nation. And we are all going to suffer it together. And that is why we don't see progress. In all sectors, we are lacking. And it has become a norm. It has become so normalized that everyone does it. All politicians does it. They don't see it as something very bad. No, they don't. They politicize issues that don't need to be politicized. And then we throw issues away. Issues that need public attention. Issues that need urgent attention. We trash them because we politicize it. If not for politics, we should have been able to complete all those styled projects in the bushes. But no, we don't. Because CPP started and PPP, I'm coming on board. I'm not going to complete it. When I complete it, CPP will be recommended and I will not be recommended. But you have forgotten that that project was built up at the expense of the taxpayer. Imagine project that was started way back from former Kufuor's time till now was completed. Trust me, by now we wouldn't be struggling. We will not be struggling at all in terms of education, in terms of healthcare. And in all sectors, we wouldn't be lacking behind. But we are lacking behind because when a government comes into power and then he starts a project, the next government that comes doesn't want to complete it. For personal reasons known to themselves, they politicize it. They'll end up bringing issues that does not even relate with that matter. And then they'll try their possible means and they won't do it. It was very nice. Kufuor started the project. Atamels came on board. He completed it together. They commissioned it. Did he die? No. Did his name change from being Atamels? No. Did Kufuor's name change? No. So then why are we doing all this to ourselves? Why do we politicize everything? If we want to see progress, then we have to bring a stop to all these things. If we don't bring a stop to all this, we're not going to see progress as a country. We are not going to see progress. And it is when a government is bringing something on board, the opposition feels this is the chance for me to explore. And so they'll come in, bring in a negative comment. And then the good the current administration is bringing on board, it becomes a trash. And they'll find their possible means and ways to convince people. And because we, the citizens ourselves, was baptized in politics, and so we are blind enough to see the good deeds. And so the rubbishes are faced with politics, with negative comments, and then it ends there. And we keep on suffering. And this will continue if we don't sit down and tell ourselves that this needs to stop. I believe if you are in opposition, you should be a support to the government in power. Whether it's MPP that is in power and NDC is in opposition, whether it's NDC that is in power and MPP is in opposition, whether it's CPP, PPP, NDP, and all the PPPs in power. The opposition should support them. Because you don't know, maybe you will come into power next. And if the current administration should lay the foundation, when you come, the only thing you will do is to build on it. You build to where your strength can take you. And then the next person that comes in continues with that. And I think Ghana will be a very glamorous country. But when we feel like, no, I won't do it. And all the time we are signing projects for people, bringing out money, signing money for projects, and also the money has been aside. I was listening to a member of parliament where he said the Agenda 11 hospital they said they built, the one they've completed, no equipment. So no equipment. What is the current administration? What are they supposed to do? Let's do away with politics. The best thing is to provide the equipment and everything, and we move ahead from there. When the NDC came into power, they also started with e-blocks. They built it in a lot of regions. Some they were done. The only thing left is for the previous administration should just to commission it. Some it was to just provide decks and books and some stuffs. But they didn't do it. And this one, are we doing ourselves? Or we will sit back somewhere and say that it is the work of the devil, or it is the enemy that is fighting against us. I believe we Ghanaians, I'm not sure we have enemies. We might have enemies, but we are our own enemies. We are our own enemies, and that is why we see no progress. And that is why we keep marking time all the time. Because we can't figure out our mistakes. And we keep repeating the same mistake. As if it has been something that has been laid down. So everybody that comes, they are also doing the same thing. This current government are also bringing out initiative. I know they will start. They will not be able to finish it. The next government that will come on board will also not complete it. They will also go to parliament, bring a new initiative, disburse money. They will also start. They won't complete it. And then it continues like that. And we, the citizens, are suffering. Because at the end of it all, most of them do not even stay in the country. You and I, do you have a visa? You might have a passport, but do you have a visa? Do you have the money to travel out? You don't. You don't even have the money to go out and cure yourself. But these people, they travel in and out to the Western world like the way you travel to your hometown. They do not care. And our leaders, please, when you get there, you work in the favor of the people. It looks as if of late when they are being given the power, they forget about what they are supposed to do. And then they allow politics to blindfold them. No one is saying don't do your dirty politics. But aside that, when it has to do with developmental projects, let's focus on it and do it. And do away with the politics. Else we will keep marking time. We always claim to be independent, but we are not. We are dependent. And all these are factors. So we sit down and pinpoint the mistakes, work on it, We will keep marking time. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.